Roll the gas on some gang shit. Broke boy spent his last dollar on that lame bitch. Bezos on my feet, yeah, watch where you step. Bitch, when I point that Ruger, you fuck niggas getting sprayed. Hit, pull up on the block, roll the gas on some gang shit. Broke boy spent his last dollar on that lame bitch. Bezos on my feet, yeah, watch where you step. Bitch, when I point that Ruger, you fuck niggas getting sprayed. Hit. Alright, bro, I'm about to pull up. Get in the back of the back. Duck your head while I bust these.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Kate, and you're watching Came in the TV, and I'm back with another video. Now, by the time of this video, this is a story time. This is a long-awaited story time. I am so sorry that I am late with this story time the way that I am. I honestly been putting it off. I tried to record it. I got interrupted. I tried to record it before. I got interrupted. So it's just like, hopefully this will be the day that I get through this story time with no real interruptions or whatever. So by the time of this video, you know that this story time is going to be on the time I went on a date with this big time drug dealer. Now, the reason I put quotes around big time drug dealer is because of the simple fact, I just feel like the way he was moving, you can't move like that and be a big time drug dealer. But again, let's just get into the story. I went out with my best friend and my other friend, our mutual friend named Shelton. Now Shelton was like, you know, he wanted to take us to get drinks or whatever because of the simple fact of he hasn't seen us in a while, and you know, when he do shit, he don't invite us, and when we do shit, we don't invite him, and we need to be better friends to each other. So our friend Shelton, he decided to take us to this bar or whatever, but I didn't want to go because the bitch was broke and I ain't got no money. I really didn't want to, but at the same time, I still want to see Shelton. And I mean, you don't have to drink to have fun, but it's just kind of like, you know, it would be a nice preference to have some money in your pocket. It wasn't like I was broke. I was just broke that day. My best friend overly drinks. I don't know why she did this, but I guess it was the fact that she had bought a drink and she had to finish it, and I don't know why she did that when she doesn't drink, you know what I'm saying? It kind of didn't make sense to me as to why she was drinking like this, because she had like this big margarita, and then we had took these fishbowl, like these little mini fishbowl size shots of Don Julio, and it was just, I felt the shot. I only had a shot, you know what I'm saying? And she had the shot and the big ass margarita. So she ends up getting drunk, and I'm like, you know, we need to get her somewhere where she can sit down. So we go to, I guess, this restaurant slash bar next door, and this is when basically the shit starts to happen. So we walking in, I'm holding my friend, there's security, so he's trying to check our IDs, and I see this guy He's light skinned, he has dreads. Now, I don't have a type, but I have a type. Usually, I'll lean more towards the light skinned side, or I will go dark. If you're in the middle, you got lucky with me, because I really don't like in the middle. I like them light or I like them dark. So, he was light skinned, kind of like caramel, but light skinned. And I don't know why I'm smiling so hard, because I really don't fuck with this nigga. But he was on the lighter side. He had dreads. The dress was long. And he was looking at me, and I'm looking at my friend, but I'm also looking at him, because I'm like, oh my God, he's so cute. But yeah. So he walks up to me, and he was like, you're gonna give me your number? And I'm like, who's gonna give you their number? Like, even though I was going like, nah, you know what I'm saying, I was going but I'm like, who do you think you are, like, coming up to me like this? So man, we in the city, so I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to figure out what side he from. So when I mean like what side you from, you could either be from the south side, you could be from the east side, and you could be from the west side. I got east side slash west side vibes. It could have been either or, but again, I didn't know. So he was like, I'm finna text you right now. And he texted me, he was like, you know I'm gonna be your man. And I'm like, like, wait. So that was that with the end. No, actually, I left out a part. So he texted me, he's like, I'm gonna be your man or something like that. And he was like, I'm taking you out tomorrow. Now, imagine this was Saturday. So he's like, I'm gonna take you out tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. And I'm like, I ain't never had nobody like take control like that. And I was intrigued because of the simple fact it wasn't like demanding, but it was like, this was gonna happen and you gonna do it and you gonna like it. So I was like, you know, I like the way that he talked, because the way that he talked, it wasn't like authoritative, but it was kind of like authoritative, which is something that I could appreciate. So we exchanged numbers or whatever, and he was just like trying to pop his shit with me, and I'm just like, you got kids, right? And he was like, you ain't gotta take care of them. I said, the hell I will, like the hell I won't. I'm not taking care of nobody's kids. Like, and honestly, like, I feel like this is gonna sound so bogus, but I'm done messing with niggas with kids. Like, y'all are foul ass dirty bastards. Like, let me tell y'all, like, the way y'all be doing y'all baby mamas and all that, and the way that y'all be lying, like, I can't deal with it. It is so foul and disgusting. Like, I can't deal with it. And he's like, you ain't gotta take care. I'm like, the hell, I will leave. You will never hear from me. And my thing was, when he told me he had kids, like, I'm like, yeah, I'm finna stop talking to him, because I don't like talking to dudes with kids, because dudes with kids always fucking with their dirty ass baby mamas. Let's be completely honest. So I was like, but he was like, you ain't even gotta worry about that. And I'm just like, you know, they all say that, and then it's always some shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, and I'm like, okay, how old are you? Now, mind you, I was 21 at this time. I'm 22 now. He was 29. I think. He was either 28 or 29. I'm pretty sure it was 29. But he did not look 29. Like, he looked like he could have been like 24 or 25 at the most. But he told me, he's like, I'm 28 or 29. I think it was 29, so I'm going to go 29. He's like, I'm 29. And I'm like, oh, I'm 21. I'm in my prime. And I know, like, I've heard about older dudes, like, they want to settle down and all that once they start hitting their 30s. A lie. But he was like, you know, I'm not on that. Like, you know, I'm trying to feel your vibe. I'm trying to see what you about. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So after a while of trying to take care of my friend, because my friend was shit-faced fucking drunk, and that night I was very much irritated, but I could not blame her, because I mean, you know, she don't get drunk. But I was texting him, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna just talk to you tomorrow, because I'm taking care of my friend. You know, my friend comes first. So I was like, I'll just talk to you tomorrow and we can figure out whatever it is. Then there and that. So I go home, because I stayed at my friend's house. I had to drive us home to her house. So I stayed over there until the next day I went home, because he was like, you know, I still want to take you out. Now, major red motherfucking flag. He was taking forever. Me, when you take forever, I'm going to get disinterested and I'm not going to go. So I was like, where you at? Because I was like in a process of getting ready, but I wasn't fully ready. So me, once you give me a time, I'm gonna be ready at that time, or I'm gonna be almost done. But I like the way that he was texting me was like, okay, well, I feel like he's gonna be late, so I'm just gonna move at my own pace. But he kept taking, like, he was taking forever, and I was talking to somebody about it, and I was like, you know, just go. Like, you never go out on dates, because I don't like to give dudes chances because of shit like this. So I told him, like, I don't know what you on, but I'm gonna stay home, because like my mood changed like that, and chances are you rather me stay home than bring out a bad vibe on you and the whole situation. So he's like, no, I'm on my way. What do you want to eat? And I'm like, it doesn't matter. So he comes. It's the parts I'm gonna leave out, because I have people who watch my shit, and I ain't trying to get caught up. I ain't even gonna count with you. Like, it's some shit in the story. Like, so I'm gonna just say he came, whatever. And I was like, look, if something happened to me, I'm in this type of car. It got rims on it. It's loud. You know what I'm saying? You see him. He got on white. He got dressed. He got a white hat on. He got on white shoes, white shirt, everything. So side that I'm on, he's not familiar with that side, and I couldn't be mad at that, because when you're from Chicago, you know you can't be in certain areas because you don't know who's in those areas, and you can get into some shit. So he was like, you know, can we go over to my side or whatever? I'm gonna bring you back after dinner. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's cool. But also in the meantime, he was mentioning to me because that Saturday when I had met him, he was at his sister's party because I guess it was his sister's birthday. But on the Sunday, his sister was having a kickback and he was like, do you want to go to the kickback? And I'm like, no, because my thing is, he was like, my family gonna be there. I don't want to meet your family. Like, I am that female. I don't care what no nigga that been with me said. If he said it, he's a liar. I don't really like being around people's families. The only time I feel comfortable with being around your family is if over time, you know what I'm saying? And even then, I don't even like being around people's family because people's families be fake as fuck. But I'm like, I don't want to be around your family. I don't even know you. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, but then I called my mom and I'm like, you know, is this weird? She was like, no, I mean, he is older, you know what I'm saying? So as you get older, you will gravitate more towards your family and hang out with your family more, and he just probably wants you to be over there. And I'm like, like, I don't want to meet your family. I don't want to meet your sister. I don't want to meet your brother. I don't want to meet your mom. I don't want to meet your auntie. I don't want to meet your cousins. I don't want to meet none of them. Like, I just want to go get food and I pay for it. That sounds so bogus, but that was not the end all be all. I just wanted to see who this person was. So we going over to his side, and his side is the west side. If you're from Chicago, if you know about the west side. When I started to realize that he's taking me to the west side, I was like, oh, so you from the dirty, like. And he like, why you doing all that? And I'm like, why you out here? Like, if I knew he was from, I swear to God, if I knew he was from the west side, I wouldn't have went. You know, it's only one person that I went out of my way to the west side to see, and that's my friend. So I would go out to the west side to see that friend. But this person, I'm like, ooh. And then my thing is another red flag. We riding around the car, this nigga is playing love songs, and I'm just like, gee, like, I am a thug at heart. Like, I don't want to listen to K. Michelle or August Alsina kissing on my tattoos. I want to listen to that hood shit. Lil Wayne, Key Glock, all them motherfuckers that talk about shooting them up and shit. You over here playing some kissing on my tattoos. I am a thug. Stop playing with me, G. Like, I'm like, give me the ox, cause at this fucking point, you on that lovey-dovey shit. I am not. He was trying to hold my hand. He tried to grab my face. I'm like, this is not going well. So I was already like, you know, let's pick this process, like, let's pick this pace up, like, let's pick it up, like, let's hurry up and do what we need to do so I can go about my life, so I can never talk to you again. Because at that point, I had already known, like, this is not the person for me. This is not my other, like, I'm not saying other half, like, already, but I'm just saying, like, this is not somebody that I don't think I can vibe with like that. But we ended up going back. We ended up going to the west side, and we ended up going to TGI Fridays. Now, mind you, I had to go to the bathroom before we went to TGI Fridays. So he had stopped at a McDonald's, and I had texted my friend my location, all that, and just what he looked like and his name and all that. So yeah, let me tell y'all, I'm leaving out parts. Okay, so before we got to TGI Fridays, we riding, and his friend called. He put the phone on speaker, and he was like, yeah, in the middle of the conversation, he put on speaker. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to turn myself in. And I'm like, nigga, what the fuck you just say to me? Like, even though he didn't say it to me, but I'm like, nigga, what the fuck you say? Turn yourself in. What the hell? And then he like, yeah, you know, they got me. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, the friend was like, you gonna have to turn yourself in. But the dude was like, yeah, it's over, but they gonna have to come and get me. And I'm like, so I'm already planning my motherfucking, I can't wait to go home. Like, I'm never gonna speak to this person again. Like, so he got off the phone or whatever, and I'm like, what was you talking about? Like, what was you talking about? So he like, so basically, he started running down everything to me, and this is how I know he couldn't, like, I just felt like he couldn't have been a big time drug dealer, but as the story goes on, then you will hear more about it. But I'm like, yo, he started telling me everything, and I'm not gonna put that on YouTube, because you know what I'm saying, like, no, but I'm gonna just say he told me a lot of shit. And I was just like, you don't even know me like that. But then he starts like, you know, I could see myself with you, you know, I feel like you could really hold me down. And I'm like, first of all, this is not Bryson Tiller. I'm not gonna set it off. I'm not a down bitch. Fuck is wrong with you? Like, I'm not gonna hold you down while you in jail. I'm gonna tell y'all, to be completely honest, I'm that female. If you go to jail for like 10 plus years, I'm leaving you. Like, you, and I'm saying that because from experience, my father is an ain't shit ass nigga. My mama was holding my daddy down while he was in jail and all that, and he had another female waiting for him outside of jail. I would never wait on a dude to get out of jail. It's just not gonna happen. Once you go in, I'm going out to find a new man. So, fuck is wrong? Like, so he said, like, I feel like you could hold me. What the fuck? Like, this nigga really don't know. Like, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm not shit, because when I'm in a relationship, like, I'm committed. But at the same time, like, I'm not finna do that. Like, why would I do that? Why? So, he like, yeah, I really feel comfortable with you. This nigga, he starts talking. He tells me that his ex-girlfriend, because he was talking about his ex, and he's like, my ex-girlfriend stabbed me. And I'm like, I've heard of niggas getting stabbed before. But he's like, no, she stabbed me in my chest. He showed me the stab wound, I swear to God. Okay, so this is his chest. The girl stabbed him from here going on down. Dragged it down. He showed me the stitches. Never, like, it healed, but it's never going to be like the same. And I was like, and I don't mean to sound insensitive, but I was just like, ew. Like, ew. If you, like, if anybody knows, I like my dude skinny. So, I like my dude skinny. I want to feel on your bird chest. I don't want to feel your chest and feel scars. And again, I feel bad for him because he had to experience that. But again, I don't want that on my man. So I already know. Strike number motherfucking, I don't know how many. How many strikes we on now? Like, I don't know how many strikes it was, but I was like, like. But again, we still going through the date. And we get to TGI Fridays. I got a call from his cousin, and his cousin was like, I need you to do something for me. And he was like, well, I'm on a date, but after the date is over, then I can take you to do what you need to do. So we go into the TGI Fridays. This was the biggest strike for me. Anybody who knows me in real life knows I hate known ass niggas. I dated one known ass nigga, and that bitch was a fucking handful. I fucking despise that bitch. And I don't like when people are around and they know who I'm fucking with, and they looking at me like, oh, who is you? Because I used to get that all the fucking time with this dirty ass known bitch. So I was like, we walked in, they was like, oh, hey, I'm gonna give him a name, let's call him Dante. They was like, oh, hey, Dante, hey, Dante. The waitresses, the waiters, they're all, hey, Dante. The bartender, hey, honey, how you doing? I'm like, no, like. And then he introduced me like, I'm on a date with my girl. I'm like, don't do that. Like, I'm not your girl. Like, I don't want people to think that I'm your girl, because if somebody goes back and says something to another motherfucker about me, saying that I'm your girl and saying all this extra ass shit, is going to be a fucking problem. So I told him, I'm like, yo, like, chill out with all that. We cool. I'm not your girl. We on a date. We kicking it. And this was going to be the last date. I'm thinking in my head, like, this is going to be the last date that I ever had with your ass. So, we talking and all that. And he's just telling me what he's went through. And the bartender lady, the way the bartender lady was looking, she was like, And the way she was looking at me, it made me, like, my thing is, I'm always on my P's and Q's. So, I always know some shit not right. So, the way she was looking, I was like, oh, yeah, it's time for me to move around. And at that point, that's when I texted my best friend. I'm like, look, you finna have to come and save me. And I love my best friend because she was on it. I ain't even go cap. But this was like after I had ate and all that, when I started getting the real warning signs. But as we're talking, he's like, you know, I sell drugs. I'm not going to tell y'all what he sells. But he's like, well, no, I'm going to tell y'all what he sells, because this is a big thing. He was like, I sell crack. I said, crack? Like, scratch, crack? And he was like, yeah. He's like, I made a lot of money off of it, you know. He was like, I bought my mama a building, you know, so you know how you can buy apartment buildings and you can rent them out to people and stuff, you can make money off that. He did that for his mom. I think he did it for his grandmother as well. He was showing me a lot of stuff that he bought. He was showing me pictures of his gun. I'm just like, I think he thought like it was gonna scare me, but I've seen guns in real life before, so you know what I'm saying, like, it's not, you know, that deep. But I'm like, okay, like, all that. He's showing me jewelry and stuff, and he was like, he started drinking. Now, mind you, he got a Long Island. It's a certain way that you can get Long Islands at different places. So he got this Long Island that was basically pure alcohol. Now, I had 2 different types of Long Islands. I've had a Long Island at B-Dubs, which was good. And then I had a Long Island when I went to Atlanta. And the one in Atlanta was disgusting. It was damn near pure alcohol. But this man, pure alcohol. No type of iced tea in it. It may be a little splash of it, but the rest was pure alcohol. And I'm just like, so why you, I'm like, you drink? And he's like, yeah. Oh, I keep leaving out stuff, y'all. I'm so sorry. But in the car when we was riding to the TGI Fridays, he told me like he can't smoke. I told him I'm a smoker. I'm more of a smoker than a drinker now. And he's like, I can't smoke because of my lungs, and that's how he told me he got stabbed. Okay, so I'm like, you must drink a lot. He's like, yeah, I'm coping with a lot, you know. He was like, you know, with him going to jail, with him having to take care of his family, he don't know how he gonna do it. And then with his family member, he had a family member that died. So he was like, you know, I just been drinking to really suppress my emotions of everything that I'm going through. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm being understanding on the outside. On the inside, I'm like, I gotta get the fuck away from this nigga, because this nigga is no. So mind you, as we're on the date, he is taking drug calls, and the names in the when they pop up on the phone, the names for the people who want to buy drugs for him: white truck. First of all, I don't even gotta sell drugs to know that white truck is not a good indication to be shown in public. And mind you, when I told y'all he was telling me about the stuff that he had bought, he was telling me about, you know, the drug game and all that. He's loud with it. I hate loud ass niggas. Shut your motherfucking ass up. And that's how I just felt like, you can't be a big time drug dealer and you're this loud. You cannot be a big time drug dealer and you're presenting yourself like this. Any real big time drug dealer, they're gonna keep that shit low key. But I kind of feel like he was being loud with it, and he said, you know, like, it's over. I get that it's over, but why would you know what I'm saying, why would you put yourself out there to potentially get fucked up by the police up in here? And mind you, I feel like the police knew who he was too, because everybody knew who he was. Everybody on that side knows who this man is. So then his cousin come, and I'm talking to his cousin. His cousin was funny. He was cool. And he was like, you got any friends? I'm like, hell no. First of all, my friends don't like bum ass niggas who don't know how to be faithful to their baby mamas. Hint, hint. So, we left and all that. And I'm just like, you know, like, I'm ready to go home. He was like, you know, I just want to kick it for a little bit more. I'm like, ugh. So I'm like, you know what, like, wherever. It was still early, and I'm like, okay, we camp for a little bit, but after that I'm ready to go. So this is what sealed the deal for me to be like, friends, come rescue me. So we ride, and he was like, I had to make a quick little stop. The cousin, because he had to drop the cousin out somewhere, he's like, I need to make a quick little stop. Bitch, tell me why this boy stops the car and it's a crackhead trying to buy crack. And I'm like, I was like, oh Lord, I'm seeing a crack transaction. I done seen some drug deals, but crack bitch, that's far. So they rolled down the window. I'm sitting in the back. So he like, the crackhead was like, where the fuck was you at? And he was like, I told you I was down the street. And he was like, no, you wasn't, bitch. I was waiting for you. The crackhead was like, no, you wasn't, bitch. I was waiting for you downstairs. And I'm in the back like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? And he snatched the crack. He snatched the crack and walked off. And I'm like, so then they started talking about bags. If you know, then you know. They was like, his cousin was like, do you have any more bags? I might need to make some more rounds tonight. And he was like, yeah, I got some bags. So this nigga starts looking in his pants. They're not in his pocket. This nigga takes off his pants trying to find these bags of crack. And I'm like, oh God, why are you doing this to me? I text my friends like, friend, come get me. I'm on a date with a crack dealer that don't know how to act, and he just all over the place. And I'm like, I can't call her and tell her because I gotta make it low key. I'm like, friend, come help me, please, friend, come help me. But she wouldn't have got to me fast enough. So she sent Shelton, and I love Shelton. I love you so much, and I'm going to tell you that I love you because I see Shelton tomorrow and the day after that too. So I'm going to hug him and tell him I love him, because once she told Shelton, Shelton came quick. So Shelton was like, where you at? Because Shelton lives in the city. So he was like, I'm on my way. And also on top of that, he's a race car driver, so he came pretty quickly. But I'm sitting... Well, I'm gonna just skip forward a little bit. So basically, we at his friend's house and we kicking and stuff like that. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not comfortable. I'm finna go home. He's like, where are you finna go home? I'm like, yo, like, this is too much for me. I gotta go. Like, I gotta leave. I can't do this shit. So he was like, you're just gonna leave? And I'm like, he was going through so many emotions. And I'm just like, yeah, this shit is for the birds. I'm ready to go home. I need to go back over to my side where it's safe. And honestly, Sean came and I was happy and I really appreciated it, because anything could have happened. And even though, like, in a sense, I'm not gonna lie, I was scared, but you can't show that you're scared, because once you do, then they're gonna play upon that. So when I'm getting ready to go to Sean's car, he's just like, you know, you gonna call me tomorrow? And I'm like, little did this nigga know. And he tried to kiss me, and he was like this fucking close to kissing me, and I was like, ah, and then he kissed me on my cheek, and I left. And he tried to call me next day. I would not answer, and he just stopped. Now, the crazy thing about it was, I thought that was my last time seeing him, because again, like, he live on the west side. That's not my side. I don't really be over there. But it's crazy. Anybody who has me on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, everybody knows that I went to Big Jam. Why I run into this man at Big Jam? It's not like I ran into him, like we bumped into each other, but we walked past each other, and he seen me and I seen him, but I just kept fucking walking. I'm like, and you know when you feel somebody looking at you, I felt him looking at me, and I was like, oh my God, like, I was scared. I was really, like, scared, but he didn't stop me. I didn't stop for him. And that's the end of this story. I just want to say to all you females, when you feel like some shit ain't right, trust your gut. Because honestly, some told me not to go, but I went anyway. And now I'm even more bougie with my time. I guess he ain't went to jail, but again, I don't know what happened, because it's February now. Big Jam was in December, so they could have caught him and all that. But I'm not nobody's damn bitch, and that's just that. Females, love yourself, respect yourself. Don't feel like you gotta be there for a nigga, period. If you don't want to be with, and that's the thing, like, it's nothing wrong with dating a hood nigga, but I like smart hood niggas, and he was just not a smart one. He was out there, he was loud. I don't like that. I've dealt with guys you know, that do they thing. And I'm just like, I ain't never been with a nigga this loud. And I swear to God, when I was on a date with him, I was thinking about this whole other dude, and I ain't even gonna cap, like, I miss him. Because he would never put me in situations like this. Like, one thing about the dude that I was thinking about, I know, and I was just thinking, like, he would never put me through this. He would never have me out here like this. Like, he would never be this reckless, because of the simple fact, that person that I was thinking about is like me. So, I knew he wouldn't have been doing all that shit, and I'm just like, yeah, I'ma just settle down with trying to date unless I get back with this dude or I find somebody that's to my liking. It's a wrap with dating. And I have not been on like a date with anybody new since. Like, I've been on dates with someone, but I have not been on dates with nobody new, because it's simple fact, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I need for people, when you fuck with me, to know what I like, what I don't like, what I want you to do, what I don't want you to do, and just keeping yourself safe regardless, you know what I'm saying? And he just didn't care. But that's the end of this story. If you guys want more story times, give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below what you think. If y'all can't tell by now, Kai is a G. I am a motherfucking G, and I'm gonna protect myself at the end of the day. Fuck these niggas. Fuck is wrong. And yeah, I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Make sure that your post notifications are turned on. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram. Make sure that you also follow the internet is a drug page, because I will be going live on there a couple times out of the week. But yeah, I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Bye.